Hey, what's going on? It's your boy Art. Welcome to RapClout Recap. Now, what did you miss this week? Well, a mother killed her 3 kids and claimed she was protecting them from their father. Also this week, keeping up with the scammers, let's get to know a young lady who started a GoFundMe to help repay her PPP loans. How much did she scam? Well, stay tuned for that answer. And 5 years ago today, Queen Bee, Beyonce dropped Lemonade. We'll walk through all the things this album brought to the culture. Hell of a week? Let's jump right into the recap. First story, Liliana Cordero admits to killing of her 3 children.
What happened to your 3 children in Reseda?
I drowned them.
To be clear, did you kill your children?
I did.
Why?
So I didn't want them to be further abused. I promised them when they were born that I was going to protect them, and I already saw what was happening. I already knew what was going on, and I knew what was going to continue to happen.
Do you regret your actions?
I wish my kids were alive. Yes. Do I wish that I didn't have to do that? Yes, but I prefer them not being tortured and abused on a regular basis for the rest of their life.
For those unfamiliar with the story, according to YourCentralValley.com, after speaking with News Nation, Liliana admitted that she killed her 3 children because she believed their father was involved in human trafficking. A little more backstory, her and her husband, ex-husband, were involved in a bitter custody dispute. Now, how do I feel about this? Well, let's unpack some things here, shall we? First, according to YourCentralValley.com, the father has been fearful for the kids' safety. He has even petitioned the court for custody since March 1st, like I mentioned earlier, alleging that the mother was delusional and incapable. Now, do you see the double standards here, or do I have to explain it? Imagine the mother contesting to the court that she thinks the husband is delusional and is incapable of caring for their kids. Okay, do we understand here? All right, moving on. Second thing, what's wrong here? Why is she smiling in her mugshot? She's really an evil soul. Lastly, but most importantly, when is a life, but in this case, multiple lives, a justification for protection? She had a 6, 2, and a 3-year-old. That timeline is enough time to process, in my opinion, if you think this husband is unfit for your kids, right? I honestly think you are a sick person. And I really, really believe that you are a devil. And I really hope you get rejected from the heaven gates when it's your time to go. I hope that every prayer that you pray while being locked up gets sent straight to God's spam folder. I really do. Next story. On this week, keeping up with the scammers, a GoFundMe was created by a young lady to repay her PPP loans after spending $20,000. Jeez. For those unfamiliar with the story, according to MTO News, Lakeisha Golden posted a photo of herself along with the caption, "I got 20K PPP loan, now the feds after me. Please help me, I can't go to jail. I got 3 kids that need me." How do I feel about this? Well, I'm confused because I'm from the school of Hov did that, so hopefully you don't have to go through that. When people say there's a Jay-Z line for everything, they're right, because it really is, especially in this situation. See, what that line means to me is people go through things, people make mistakes, and it's our duty to watch so we don't repeat that same mistakes. Or in other words, Hov did that, so hopefully you don't have to go through that. This line especially applies to this social media generation because everything is highlighted for the world to see. Everything, including criminal activities. These young dudes, these young people are vicious, savages. They don't care. I honestly fear being young. Where am I going with this? All right, well, if everything is being broadcasted, shouldn't we know what's right versus wrong? Shouldn't we know what can get you jammed up and what cannot? I might not be the smartest person in the world, but if we know what can get people locked up, do you really think you get a pass and you'll be able to do things that won't get you locked up? I don't understand why people think they can scam the government. The government? honestly, the next time you think about scamming, I want you to remember this. Hove did that, so hopefully you don't have to go through that. Or in this case, Lakeisha did that, so hopefully you don't have to go through that. Next story, Beyonce Lemonade turns 5 years old today. Let's walk through some of the things this album gives to us. The elevator fight, what a classic night. We all remember that. This album also created cheaters. Not black men though, because black men don't cheat. But this album allowed most men to think that they can cheat on their women, because Jay-Z cheated on Beyonce. Not only that, this album created memes for the internet. I mean, Lemonade was the meme central. Last but not least, Becky with the good hair. No one knows who Becky with the good hair is. We just know that this album made people to believe that a white woman was Becky with the good hair. That's how powerful Beyonce is. Now that's all for this week recap. Make sure to comment, share, and let us know your thoughts. And we'll be back next week for another recap. Peace.